Hello! Hey, from time to time, I want to read to you from this book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. Yes, you need to get this book. It will do wonders for you. Anyone with any sort of issues, hey, you can be the most perfect person in the world. You get this book and you will be even a better perfect person in this world. And it goes both ways. If you're the worst person and you read this, man, you're going to see a change in your life that you will not have known before had you not read this book from Joseph Murphy, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. And I'm just picking out bits and pieces out of here. I'm on chapter 2, How Your Mind Works. Your mind is your most precious possession. It is always with you, but its most amazing powers will be yours only when you have learned how to use it. As we have seen, there are two levels in your mind, the conscious or rational level and the subconscious or irrational level. You think with your conscious mind, and whatever you habitually think sinks down into your subconscious mind, which then creates, according to the nature of your thoughts, your subconscious mind is the seat of your emotions. It is the creative mind. If you think good, good will follow. If you think evil, evil will follow. This is the way your mind works. The most important point to remember is this. Once the subconscious mind accepts an idea, it begins to execute it. It is an astonishing and subtle truth that the law of the subconscious mind works for good and bad ideas alike. This law, when applied to a negative way, is the cause of failure, frustration, and unhappiness. When your habitual thinking is harmonious and constructive, however, you experience perfect health, success, and prosperity. Peace of mind and a healthy body are inevitable once you begin to think and feel in the right way. Whatever you claim mentally and feel is true, your subconscious mind will accept and bring forth into your experience. All you have to do is get your subconscious mind to accept your idea. Once that happens, the law of your subconscious mind will bring forth the health, peace, and prosperity you desire. You give the command or decree, and your subconscious will faithfully reproduce the idea impressed upon it. The law of your mind is this: the reaction or response you get from your subconscious mind will be determined by the nature of the thought or idea you hold in your conscious mind. Psychologists and psychiatrists point out that when thoughts are conveyed to your subconscious mind, impressions are made in the brain cells. As soon as your subconscious accepts any idea, it proceeds to put it into effect immediately. Working by association of ideas, it uses every bit of knowledge that you have gathered in your lifetime to bring about its purpose. It draws on the infinite power, energy, and wisdom within you. It lines up all the laws of nature to get its ways. Sometimes it seems to bring about an immediate solution to your difficulties, but at other times it may take days, weeks, or longer. Its ways are past finding out. You must remember that the conscious and subconscious are not two minds. They are merely two spheres of activity within one mind. Your conscious mind is the reasoning mind. It is the phase of mind that chooses. For example, you choose your books, your home, and your partner in life. You make all your decisions with your conscious mind. On the other hand, without any conscious choice on your part, your heart is kept functioning automatically, and the vital functions of digestion, circulation, and breathing are carried on by your subconscious mind through processes independent of your conscious control. Your subconscious mind accepts what is impressed upon it or what you consciously believe. It does not reason things out as your conscious mind does, and it does not argue with you controversially. Your subconscious mind is like a bed of soil that accepts any kind of seed, good or bad. Your thoughts are active. They are the seeds. Negative, destructive thoughts continue to work negatively in your subconscious mind. Sooner or later, they will emerge and take shape as an outer experience that corresponds to their content. Remember, your subconscious mind does not engage in proving whether or not your thoughts are good or bad, true or false. It responds according to the nature of your thoughts or suggestions. For example, if you consciously assume that something is true, even though it may be false, your subconscious mind will accept it as true and proceed to bring about results that must necessarily follow because you consciously assumed it to be true. Psychologists and others have performed countless experiments on people who are in a hypnotic trance. This research shows clearly that the subconscious mind does not make selections and comparisons that are necessary for a reasoning process. Your subconscious mind will accept any suggestions, however false. Having once accepted any suggestion, it responds according to the nature of the suggestion given. To illustrate how suggestible your subconscious mind is, if a practiced hypnotist suggests to you one of her subjects that she is Napoleon Bonaparte, or even a cat or a dog, the subject will act out the part with inimitable occurrence. Her personality becomes changed for the time being. She believes herself to be whatever the operator tells her she is. A skilled hypnotist may suggest to one of his students in the hypnotic state that her back itches, to another that his nose is bleeding, to another that she is marble statue, to another that she is freezing and the temperature is below zero. Each one will follow out the line of his particular suggestion, totally oblivious to all the surroundings that do not pertain to the hypnotic suggestion. These simple illustrations portray the difference between your conscious reasoning mind and your subconscious mind, which is impersonal, non-selective, and accepts as true whatever your conscious mind believes to be true. Hence the importance of selecting thoughts, ideas, and premises that bless, heal, inspire, and fill your soul with joy. So basically, your thoughts are who you are. If you give it bad thoughts, if you think bad about somebody or something, you're going to feed your subconscious mind with those things. And then your subconscious mind is going to make those things happen, and that's what you're going to get back in return. If you give out bad vibes to somebody, eventually you're going to get bad coming back into you. That's just how it works. Okay, so think about that next time you start having a bad feeling about somebody or something or some instance. Try to think good thoughts. Try not to portray the bad thoughts, because whatever you give out, you're going to get back in. That's just kind of how life works. Try it. Well, that's all I have for this time, but I'll be back with more videos.